I think Budget 2024 had two big issues hanging over it. One was the corporation tax receipts, and the second was the fallout from the war in Ukraine and the impact that it's having on the cost of living. And I welcome the announcement by the Government of the establishment of the Future Ireland Fund to set aside the additional corporation tax receipts to meet our future needs. But I'm really concerned that this fund will be invested in reducing costs in other countries rather than here in Ireland, where it could be used to drive down the cost of electricity by investing in offshore renewable electricity. And as you know, Minister, the Joint Oireachtas Committee on Social Protection has been looking at the whole area of pensions over the last 18 months. One of the reports that we produced was on auto-enrolment. And we highlighted in that report that just 1/5 of Irish pension funds are being invested in domestic shares and bonds. And our fear is that this Future Ireland Fund will be used to drive economic development in other countries and not used to drive economic development here. And I believe that the offshore renewable electricity sector is a case in point. The Irish Wind Energy Association back in 2020 said the development of just 3 gigawatts of offshore wind energy off the west coast of Ireland, approximately 4% of the actual potential that we have, will create 2,500 jobs during construction and a further 600 permanent jobs right along the west coast of Ireland, contributing €1.7 billion per annum to the Irish economy. Now, Minister, we have 220 million acres of a maritime resource off our coast, with the ability to generate 70,000 megawatts of offshore renewable electricity. And what we should be doing is using some of the Future Ireland Fund to implement an ambitious programme to actually clean up our electricity supply and our energy supply by developing a long-term sustainable employment programme for people right along the western seaboard of this country and make Ireland the biggest global renewable energy exporter. Not only would it meet our own long-term needs, but it would meet the long-term needs of France and Austria as well in terms of the amount of electricity we could produce. And the net result of this would be to significantly reduce the cost of electricity to Irish families.